and always stop at the same corner to stare at a cat behind a gate. Those walks became sacred. Then came training sessions. Sit, stay, down, come, leave it. Each command was a little puzzle, and Bear loved solving them. I used boiled chicken as a reward, his absolute favorite. We played after training, tug of war, hide and seek, and a game we invented called Find the Sock, where I'd hide one of my socks and he'd sniff it out like a pro. Midday naps were crucial. Bear had a spot by the window where the sunlight hit perfectly. He'd curl up, twitching in his dreams, tail thumping now and then. In the evenings, we brushed his coat, thick, soft, and always shedding, but he loved it. It was our bonding time. He'd lean into the brush, eyes half closed, completely relaxed. German shepherds need structure, and Bear reminded me that dogs don't just want routine, they need it to feel secure. Feeding Bear was a learning curve. In his early days, he ate 3 measured meals, high-quality puppy food with protein as the main ingredient. I avoided generic brands and always read labels. We slowly introduced vegetables like steamed carrots, pumpkin puree, and green beans. Peanut butter was a treat, but only the natural kind without xylitol. As Bear's body grew stronger, his diet evolved. 2 meals a day became the norm, always followed by water and a rest period. No running after eating. Bloat is a real risk in large breeds. Every now and then, he'd get homemade bone broth poured over his kibble, and you could see the joy in his eyes. Supplements like glucosamine and omega-3 were added to support his joints and skin. And yes, Bear had a sweet tooth for apples. He'd wait patiently while I sliced them, then take each piece with such gentleness it felt like a handshake. But we were always cautious. No grapes, no onions, no chocolate. I once caught him sniffing a raisin dropped on the floor, and my heart stopped. He didn't eat it, thankfully. It reminded me how important it is to treat food as part of love, because what you feed your dog is what fuels his life. Meet GSD Bear, not just a German shepherd, but a heart wrapped in fur. From the moment he entered our lives, tiny and unsure, he filled our home with energy, chaos, and the kind of love that grows quietly but deeply. This video isn't just about a dog, it's about a journey. Over the next 15 minutes, you'll walk through Bear's world, how he grew, how we cared for him, what he eats, the routines that shaped him, and the quiet power of his loyalty. Whether you're a dog lover or dreaming of adopting one, Bear's story will show you the beauty, the challenge, and the reward of raising a loyal companion. Bear's puppy stage was magical and exhausting. At just 8 weeks old, Bear was a clumsy bundle of paws and ears. He stumbled more than he walked, barked at his own reflection, and had a never-ending desire to chew everything in sight. Shoes, rugs, furniture, legs. He brought a kind of chaos that was equally frustrating and heart-melting. His first vet visit came within days: vaccines, weight checks, and parasite prevention. Holding him in my arms while he got his first shots was emotional. He whimpered, then snuggled into my chest like he knew I was his protector. Crate training came next. The first night was rough. His cries echoed through the house, but we stuck to it. Soon, he saw his crate, not as confinement, but as a den, his own private cave. We introduced Bear to our friends, other dogs, and new environments. He met babies, elderly neighbors, loud cars, and fluttering leaves. Everything was new, and every experience shaped him into a confident pup. His first bath? A splash fest. Soap in the eyes, shaking water all over the bathroom, but at the end, a clean, fluffy Bear sat proudly like he'd conquered the world. That's when I realized every small moment was a step in building trust. Caring for Bear's health became a partnership between me and our vet. Every checkup mattered, from monitoring his weight to keeping his vaccinations on schedule. He got monthly tick and flea preventatives. I checked his ears weekly, cleaned them gently, and learned the early signs of infections. His nails were trimmed every few weeks, not too short to hurt, but just enough to keep his posture balanced. Bath time became less chaotic with age. Warm water, a soft oatmeal shampoo, and gentle hands. Afterward, he'd zoom around the house like a rocket, rubbing against furniture, tail wagging like crazy. Dental care was vital. I brushed his teeth twice a week and offered dental chews that kept tartar in check. One day, he started limping slightly. It turned out to be a minor sprain. Still, we didn't ignore it. Rest, observation, and a gentle massage helped him heal. These moments reminded me, dogs don't complain. They rely on us to notice. Watching Bear's eyes told me more than words ever could. His eyes were windows to his health, his emotions, and his trust in me. Then there's his loyalty. It's not just a word. It's a quiet presence beside you during hard times. When I was sick, Bear didn't leave my side. He skipped playtime, skipped meals. He just laid next to me, one paw on my arm. When I cried, he nuzzled me softly. He never needed to understand the reason, just that I needed him. When I left home, he waited by the door, ears perked, eyes fixed on the gate. He never barked or whined, just waited. During thunder, when most dogs panic, Bear would press against me, calm and grounding, as if saying, "You're safe now." And when strangers approached the house, he stood between me and the door, not aggressively, but protectively. That's the beauty of loyalty. It's not dramatic. It's subtle, consistent, and fiercely real. Raising Bear taught me lessons I never expected. Patience in teaching him, and in learning to speak his silent language. Responsibility not just in feeding or cleaning, but in being his emotional anchor. Gratitude for his companionship, for the joy he brought after a long day, and even for the challenges. Because every chewed shoe, every accident on the carpet, every moment of worry, it was all part of building a bond. Dogs mirror us. They reflect our moods, absorb our stress, and return it with unwavering loyalty. Bear showed me that love isn't just in grand gestures. It's in quiet routines, shared silences, and everyday moments. So this was Bear's story. From a fuzzy puppy who tripped over his own paws to a majestic companion who now walks proudly by my side. 15 minutes can't fully capture what he means to me, but I hope it gave you a glimpse. If you're thinking of raising a dog, remember, it's not just about feeding or training. It's about showing up every single day. Because when you commit to them, they commit to you 10 times more. And one day, you'll look into their eyes and realize this isn't just a pet. This is family. Thank you for being part of Bear's world. Subscribe for more of his journey, and if you have a dog, share their name in the comments. Let's honor our furry best friends one story at a time.